What it is, every pony? I'm your host, Burning Axe, and I'm very unsure about myself right now. I've just come back from watching Totally Legit Recap, and my brain is dying. I don't know how to process what I've just witnessed. So today we're doing Bronies react to Derpy. Now you guys said some of you said I should do the bonus stuff, and then some of you said I shouldn't. I kind of just decided not to do the bonus stuff. I think I'll just watch those in my own time, maybe. What do you guys think of that? I won't watch any of them yet until you guys have said, oh, you should react to them or whatever. But yeah, whatever gets the most votes, I'll do. But yeah. Anyway, so today we're doing Bronies react to Derpy. I had to skip ahead like a second just to see what they are actually reacting to, and it looks like Season 2, Episode 14 or whatever it is. The, what's it called? I can't remember. So it's the one with Applejack and the cherries and stuff, right? It's the one with Derpy's first talking appearance. So yeah, I just had to check just in case this was like they're reacting to like an animation of Derpy that I haven't seen that I could react to first. But yeah, no, it's just from the episode, so that's cool. So without further ado, let's get on with this in 3, 2, 1, go. I'm still seriously fucked up from Totally Legit Recap. Alright. Okay then.
Careful.
Got her name out?
You don't want to do any more damage than you've already done.
That's Derpy.
Ah!
Call her Derpy.
This is the
Don't know what went wrong.
the censored one.
Still cute.
Yeah, it's a mystery. Nice work, Rainbow Dash.
This is the censored one where they change the voice. Yeah, they changed the voice. That's exactly it.
Is it me or did they change your eyes too?
Wait, they changed their eyes? I didn't even notice that.
You know, more derpy.
I didn't notice the eyes thing. I just noticed they changed the voice. I should really go watch it again.
No, God! No!
No, God!
No!
Like his reaction.
No!
No! This guy, man. He can't take it. Alright, okay, this is snap me back into reality now. Totally Legit Recap was too real for me. It broke me, I think. I'm okay now, we're watching this. This is a very awesome looking intro. Man, dramatic as shit. Look at that. Look at that shit right there. The Derpy change.
So cute though. I'm hard pressed to hate her. In whatever form she takes, you know.
Derpy's amazing. Okay. Alright, well,
What did you just watch?
I just watched New Coke. Not the same recipe as old Coke.
yeah,
And not quite as good.
more like
Watched
talcum powder or something.
Be different.
They took like a train wreck and made it slightly less
Train wrecked.
wrecky.
I just watched the complete censoring of the character formerly known as
It's Derpy.
who is a fan favorite of many people.
Didn't they change her name to Muffin?
They changed Derpy in that scene, which is including her voice and also her eyes.
I didn't notice the
It's not
eyes
Derpy,
in that scene.
it's something.
I need to look at that.
Correctness and catering to the butthurt at its finest.
Yeah, pretty much.
Censorship was way too unnecessary.
How
Pointless.
did you react when Derpy first spoke?
Did he have a muffin on a plate?
Here's how I react.
That's pretty much how I reacted, I think, on the inside. What that other guy just did.
Rainbow Dash. Gotta love Rainbow Dash.
Yeah, Rainbow Dash is awesome.
Careful, Derpy. I just don't know what went wrong.
That's the proper voice. That's the one we need. Although I do like the one from Slice of Life. I think that's good. Why is he
Her
shirtless?
name was the thing that got me the most. I was like, it's
Alright.
Derpy!
Out of
Then
nowhere.
she's talking.
He's like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Now, careful, Derpy.
Oh my gosh, she said Derpy. Oh my gosh, she said Derpy.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
I can't remember what my reaction was. I still not got it on my
Derpy
channel.
just talk?
I was not completely thrilled.
Really?
Actually.
Yeah, alright, that's awesome of the creators of the
How
show to
could
do
you
that.
not be?
Like, that made my day. Holy cow, that made my week.
Not like I disliked it. I was just sort of like, it was a hard sell.
I had to stop
Yeah.
and rewind the episode because
We're all different.
I was like, did they actually call her Derpy? Did Rainbow Dash actually say Derpy?
Yeah,
It was
she
a
did.
magical moment in the show itself. It was like something so special.
It was the Derpy sensation. The change to Derpy became official on February 25th, 2012, and under a week later, Hasbro staff responded. Amy Keating Rogers was the writer of the infamous Derpy scene. Upon receiving negative emails, Rogers researched the name Derpy and came across several meanings. She discovered that one definition is retarded. Having a son with disabilities, Rogers was distraught with this finding, and the change became inevitable. She goes on to say that for the 10 negative emails she received, she also received 200 positive ones. Do you think Hasbro made the right decision?
I think that to some extent, Hasbro couldn't do anything else.
I personally don't think people should be easily as defended by a cartoon. It's a
It would have been
cartoon.
nice if the replacement they gave us had some personality.
No, I do not think Hasbro made the right decision.
No.
I
Part
prefer
of
the slice of life
friendship
Derpy.
is
That one was a lot
accepting
better.
every pony.
She's a little slow, she's a little clumsy, that's why her name's Derpy.
Exactly.
And call it good.
Yeah, I think Hasbro made the right
Yeah, I
decision.
think people are too easily defended. Okay, I have to stop myself right here. This is far enough. Defended? Am I serious? Is that really what I was saying in the video? I know what defended and offended mean. Defended means you're defending someone. Offended means you're offended by something. You're like hurt. What the hell was I saying? Why was I saying defended? I know I meant to say offended. Why was I saying defended in the video? I sound like an idiot. Anyway, carry on with the video.
50.
In this day and age.
I want to say yes.
People could get away with that easily
Because
in the
corporate company.
80s
There
and shit.
is no point to censoring her name or editing the animation to fix her eyes to make her more normal.
The reason
Exactly.
I'm saying no is because
I agree. You shouldn't-
that I never really came across anyone complaining about what apparently the complaints were.
Yeah, I
Again,
didn't
there's so
find
much
anyone
that
complaining either.
Hasbro
I'm
had
recording, by the way.
told us That could be anything
Sorry.
about it, basically.
My mum's just
Ultimately, they
came in the room.
realized that, the adult fandom was going to stick with them no matter what. I mean, I don't think anybody honestly stopped
Good night.
watching the show over this.
We have to face the facts and realize.
Why is
that
this guy on a
Mother
staircase
is
now?
And will always be a show for little girls.
What is so important about the
I
eyes?
suppose.
The eyes are really important.
They're iconic.
It's what brought attention to her in the first place.
The eyes were just an
It's
animation
what makes her a character
and that
from
one
scratch, you
single
know.
little mistake spawned this whole character.
If that one little mistake didn't happen in the first episode, she would not exist.
Exactly.
All of that would
She'd
not
just be this
exist.
grey
Her
Pegasus in the
eyes were
background.
Animation error. An error, as in unacceptable. But that made her genuine in our eyes.
Eyes are
Mm-hmm.
what entirely made her character.
What some people found offensive, being the eyes, was what made her special to us.
We call it Derpy Hooves because of the eyes.
Yeah, eyes play a very big
They
role.
play a great role.
See what I did here?
Yes, I see what you did here. I'm probably not even doing it. I don't know how to do that.
What is so important about the name?
Hasbro was originally going to call her Ditsy, but they
You are stroking
ultimately
that,
decided to
whatever
shout
that. Oh, that's a
out
cat.
by
I didn't even
giving her
realize.
That name.
The name is the fandom's thumbprint.
The name was given by the fans to the character
Yeah,
and was recognized
by
by
the
of
creators.
the show.
Yeah.
Therefore, creating that direct link between the show and its fans.
We
That's
actually
perfect.
were able to almost physically touch the creativity of what's being produced.
It was just sort of a descriptor that got turned into a name. And there's a logic to it, it makes sense.
When they called her Derpy in the show, that's straight up saying, we're listening to the fans.
Yeah.
We came up with it. So to see Rainbow Dash saying her name in the show was just amazing.
Yeah, no, I
It was such a
get that.
high.
These guys have got it.
The name
They've got it.
occurred just because of the fact that she reminds us of something, and from there it's just stuck. Saying the name Derpy, it's like just shouting very, very loudly to us. It's like, hey, the fans, we love you!
And then to take it away, well, took it
Yeah.
right back down to a low.
What would you say to those who were offended?
I actually somewhat can understand you guys, but to an extent. I do understand you if
Yeah.
it is, like I said, because of the scene. It's because of the scene that made like a special character to look like that just because she did a bad thing.
What do you think the creators were trying to do here? Do you really think?
I
that
think
the
they were
creators
just trying to
out
get rid of the
hit
negativity
people?
that they
Oh,
were
see if we can
getting,
Get away with this. This isn't
but-
South Park.
The pony itself
Yeah.
is offensive, then I would have to say that I don't really understand it at all. I mean, it also looks like you don't really watch the show because it has been happening many times in the show, and now you decide to bring this up, really?
These guys aren't out here to make a bad name for themselves. They're not out there to make bad names for other people. It's literally a show about love and tolerance.
Stop reading into children's cartoons what you find wrong with the world.
Exactly, yeah.
The only one making it offensive is you. Just relax, okay? Just relax. The world is not out to attack you.
There's a lot of things in a lot of different fandoms that people are going to find offensive, and you have to be able to learn to just laugh at yourself.
I'm not gonna say sorry because no one's at fault here. All the staff was trying to do was give a tip of the hat to the Bronies for our support.
Fedora, milady.
Hasbro bowed to you, and you made Amy Keating Rogers feel like a failure.
Come on!
Yeah, that
We've loved and
sucks.
cherished other characters from the past who have some sort of signature trait.
I don't think I'd have anything to say. It's just, if they want to be offended, they can be offended. It wasn't intended to offend or hurt anybody.
No, it was just, you know, acknowledging the fans and
It's so
stuff like that.
So wasn't.
What would you say to Hasbro?
I would say to Hasbro, this could have all have been prevented if you just stuck to your guns. If you had to change it, you should have come straight out and said why you had to change it, instead of leaving the fandom guessing for a month.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've only just found out right now why they changed it.
Made a bigger scene of it than it should have been when you just could have come straight out and
I was
said,
told
"Look,
soccer mums were the cause, but I didn't really understand. I didn't really get that.
Explain why, anyway. Just don't leave your fans hanging and coming up with disaster scenarios that only fans can come up with.
I would say thank you. You know, changes aside, it's thank you for trying. Thank you for giving us Derpy. Thank you for allowing
It's
us
good that
as
they
a
brought her
fandom
back, though,
to
like, properly.
see her come to life.
The slice of life
Well,
and
I do
stuff.
understand that you're a big corporate company that produces, kids shows and, toys and everything. I do understand all of that, that you need to consider many things because you don't want this thing to look bad upon your side. And it is completely understandable. And we respect that because you are the company that brought us about the pony friendship. It's magic.
I'm not mad at Hasbro. I'm really not. They went out of their way to give a shout out to us in the first place, and
Shout
I'm
out to
pretty sure
Awesome.
it was really hard for them to make that change. They didn't want to, but they also were trying to not get in trouble. They didn't want to offend anybody.
They were like
so I can
forced
understand the
into
choice.
changing
So you know what?
Derpy.
Keep up the good. Keep up the good work, and I'll still be a fan. So keep it up.
You didn't do anything offensive. Some people took it that way, and that's unfortunate, but people will find a way to get offended at everything.
Yeah, no, that's very true.
Hasbro, I'm not mad at you guys, but I hope things are handled differently next time in a way that's not so politically correct, because PC crap is crap.
Okay, Hasbro, learn to communicate with us. Alright?
Yeah, that's one thing
Left
they
us in
should
the
do, at
dark
least
for
like
too
update
long.
us somehow.
A newsletter, an official response, even if it was bad news, would have been news. And that's good for me, because I would know what was going on.
It felt like we
that's
weren't
what's one thing
we weren't
they should have
really
done.
known much about what happened. So I think that there was some kind of a disconnect between the community and you, Hasbro.
So if parents are upset, that's a bigger issue than if the fandom is pleased. And so if Hasbro has to pick the target audience over us, then I think they did the right thing. And I would tell them that. I'd say, we understand. The fan, we understand.
What is your advice for the Brony community?
Think about this thing because it did seem like it's unfair to change.
Sorry, I'm not talking much.
It's
hard to know what to say when you're watching this. I agree with everything they're saying, though.
Minded about decisions like that being made upon the show, because this might happen again. Who knows? And it might not seem fair, but we need to be very open-minded because there's many sides taking up on this thing, and it's not easy to really understand what is going on.
I mean, there's so many sides to this.
Yeah,
Which is,
there's not
again,
really a
why it
bad
hurts so much to think about this.
decision,
Because
really,
this
at the
is
end of the day.
on-
I'll
this is
talk
on the
more
fandom,
about this
guys.
afterwards.
This isn't on the production staff.
Next time, everyone needs to just take a deep breath when something like this comes up and just see what happens. Because a lot of us a lot of people were freaking out before we even knew this change was coming.
I didn't think about it too much at the time because it's like, you know what, people want to be upset about it, they can be upset about it. And it's just unfortunate because Hasbro is sort of caught in the middle. What can they do? You know, they
couldn't really do
something,
anything
otherwise people
to
think
make
they're just
everybody
being
happy.
dicks. And it's really not a, and the thing is, like, they wouldn't be in this position if it weren't for us. They wouldn't be. You know, if there weren't an adult fandom, if we didn't exist, if we weren't doing this right now, there never would have been a fan service nod character. There might not even been season.
You can't blame yourself though. You can't put that on the fandom.
To understand everything, because this is the reason that we watched the show in the first place, because we are open-minded. We decided to watch the show from the first season to the latest episode.
But that uproar needs to be contained. It can't explode to the sense where people are doing anything violent, making threats. You know, trashing the name of the company that is supplying the show. Have you guys ever heard the term, don't bite the hand that feeds you?
I have.
Can the Bronies survive?
Yes, we can!
Nope.
You know, contrary to what people will have you think, I don't think this was really that big of a deal.
Yeah, I don't think it was a massive deal.
Well, of course we can survive. We're Bronies.
I can survive. I survived.
The
Stop
Bronies
looking at me like that.
will survive. Remember, stay calm and canter on.
Yes, of course. Okay, it's we're the ones who made Derpy.
AC, please stop it.
Brohoof.
It's not Derpy that makes us Bronies. It's My Little Pony, and that's not going anywhere for a while. I'm sure.
No, definitely not. I mean, this is like 5 years later from this video.
What? What's funny? What? Oh, you're serious?
And you know, as long as we're here, Derpy's gonna be here too. Doesn't matter what they do to her.
She's in the heart of the fandom.
Well, good sir, not only will we survive, but we're gonna thrive. I mean, come on. It's gonna take something much bigger to hope to even bring us down. I mean, we're Bronies. We're made of very tough stuff.
I will survive. I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to derp, I know I'll stay alive. I got all my scenes to live. I've got all my muffins to give, and I will survive. I will survive. Derp, derp, do, 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 do.
Can the Bronies survive when I go gay for Mike? What?
Excuse me, sir? What? Right then. Alright, so we've got 12 seconds left. I don't know as if there's anything after the credits. And those who something. I didn't read that fast enough. Doesn't like there's anything after this, so I guess that's the end of it. Alright, yeah, so I agree with what they were saying in terms of Hasbro had to make a decision, which they couldn't really win this battle. It was a non-winnable battle because on one hand you've got a fandom that technically created Derpy because they made an animation error. Then the fandom were like, oh shit, they called it Derpy, and then that was, you know, the fandom made Derpy, and then Hasbro then started calling her that for season 2, and gave like a nod to the fandom, like a shout out, kind of like when Slice of Life referenced so many other things, but this was just like the one thing. But then on the other hand, they got like angry people like, oh, I'm so offended by this. I have children with disabilities and whatnot. So then it's like, you know, so who are Hasbro going to listen to? I mean, you know, do they want the hate, or, you know, the only one thing Hasbro didn't do too great was not updating the fandom about it, which, you know, I thought they would have done. But just finding out like that, like just seeing the, you know, censored version and the animation being changed and stuff, that's like out of nowhere. That probably hit the fandom pretty hard. Like, why is it different all of a sudden? You know, I feel like Hasbro could have updated the fandom on that a little bit, you know, put out a newsletter, as they were just saying. But yeah, no, I suppose it was, you can't please everybody. It was one of those moments where it's like you can't please everybody, so you've got to choose who you're going to please. Do you want to have a bunch of hate from your original target audience? and just please the Brony part of the fandom, or, you know, whatever, vice versa. So, yeah, I suppose they didn't really make any wrong decisions. As I say, the non-updating part was a little bit, I mean, they could have updated us, so. But whatever. I'm not angry at Hasbro. I mean, I suppose, you know, they had to do what they had to do at the end of the day, so it's pretty cool. Guys, I don't want to keep rambling on, so thank you for watching. I enjoyed this. Sorry if I didn't talk too much. It's hard to know what to say when you're doing something like this. It's a bit easier if I'm watching like an episode as to what it is. If I'm watching, you know, this. So, but anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, like it and Brohoof the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!